Alright, hello and welcome to a new BattleTech Advanced 3062 YouTube playthrough. I am Bloody Doves, I am the primary mod developer of BattleTech Advanced 3062, and I thought it'd be fun to do a YouTube series on the mod to give a developer's view on what the mod is like and what the game is like. So we're starting with our background options here in our difficulty settings. I go buildings only on friendly fire, we're doing the Steiner start, 4 parts per assembly, normal payment, normal mech warriors, 7 pilots per system, decent commander experience, a little extra cash to start with, and basic selling prices. That one. And there we go. A fairly easy setup, but I like to play kind of casually, because I'm kind of a casual player, to be honest with you. So, several things to make note of before we get too into it. First of all, because I am the developer for this mod, I play on a development build that has content that is not yet publicly available and is usually a little more unstable. So it's possible that I might be a little more crash prone than the mod is actually naturally. So there might be a few extra crashes here and there. Something I'll try to edit out, but you know, if it happens, it happens. Second, because I'm on a developer build, there will be features and content that is not available to players at the time of my recording. I'll cover that when we get to it, and as we get to it, but it's something to keep an eye on. So if you want to see maybe upcoming features and new secrets, this is the place to do it. Generating portraits. Alright, that's a nice piece of art. So we are doing the Steiner start, so we're going to start from the Lyrian Commonwealth. We're going to do Aerospace Pilot. Aerospace Pilot gives a sprint speed bonus as its passive, which I like very much. For life savings, we're going to do this man's tank, because it gives us a bonus tank a couple days in. While this is a lovely portrait, we will not be using it. We will be using this fellow here. We're going to go male, because I am a dude. I'm going to get to my favorite voice. I like the Raju voice. We'll do... I like Marco. I always do random names. Marco Holland. Let's go. Sounds good. And that is our character. Lyrian Commonwealth background, Aerospace Pilot for the sprint bonus, and we're getting a bonus tank to start out. War is business, and war never changes. Thank you very much. Start screen. Alright, here we are. We're on Biqui? I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. BQ? Yeah. We're deep in the Lyrian Commonwealth. First of all, the most important thing is, what are our mechs? Here's the bonus parts crate, the mech spare parts. We get an AC, we get a whole bunch of stuff. I did a video about what this crate contains, but we get the battle mech beacon, that's really nice. We get a lot of spare starting parts, which is quite lovely. So we have, okay, this is not the best start I've ever seen. We have a Centurion, that's pretty solid. We have a Cicada, which... oh boy. It's 2 meds and a small. I am famous for my dislike of this mech. So, exciting. We have a Stinger 3R, which is 2 machine guns and a medium laser. We have a Valkyrie QA for some light fire support. I like this mech. And the Blackjack 3, which is our upgraded design. This is PPCs? This is 2 PPCs and 4 meds with double heat sinks. This is a fine mech. It's very, very hot. It's very, very toasty, and we're going to modify it. We'll probably take off the PPC. But this is a fine mech, and I'm glad we have it. This will be a good part of our force. So this is a very fire support lance. We have PPCs, we have an LRM rack, and then we have another LRM rack with an AC-10. This is very much a fire support force. And I gotta sort my things around. Alright, what tank do we have? We started with a Scorpion with a UAC 5. That's fine, but we're probably not going to use much of it. Now, let's go to the Argo. We're going to spin to get our bonus events. First, the BTA live fire exercises. I will not be doing these. I can do another video about it some other time, but I will not be doing the live fire exercises at this time. Just because I don't need it. So, decline the invitation. Thank you. This is the heavy metal parts crate, so this will give us a little bit of extra gear, and importantly, a 40-ton mech. Come on, baby, give me a good one. Double laser AMS and a Chimera. Well, the laser AMS isn't super exciting, but that Chimera is very exciting. That Chimera is a good component. Now, my tank should show up at some point. This man's tank. The Chief Tank Tech. And we got a new tank. Let us go check out what it is. It is the Rommel Mark II. We will check that out in just a second. The Rommel's a good tank. So mech bay, the Chimera is super excellent. This mech looks very silly, but this mech is really very strong. ER large laser, MRM-20 machine gun, ER med. I'll modify it a little bit, but this is, I mean, you know, it's a little bit of a goofy looking design. It doesn't take paint, as you can see by it being flat gray, but it is very, very good. This is a very evasive ER large laser and an MRM-20, which early on is a heck of a punch for a mech this size, and it's okay armor-wise. 560 isn't great, but it's not terrible. So we like this Chimera. And then let's go look at our Rommel. 65 tons with a Gauss, 2 streak medium lasers, and 5 machine guns. 5 machine guns. That's a lot of machine guns. But it's a Gauss rifle. It is a tank with a Gauss rifle and some medium lasers, some streak lasers. But really, it's a Gauss rifle. That's pretty good. Alright, and that is our mech bay. So let's go look at our contracts to see what we got on this planet. A lot of half skull. So we got defend. This is an urban world. Defend base urban, blackout lowlands, recovery highlands, destroy base urban, battle lowlands, capture base highlands, and battle lowlands. This is a pretty good. That's against Blakists. Who is this against? Comstar. So this is a destroy base against House Kurita on urban. We'll probably start with this, but before we do, we're going to do a little modification of our mechs. I'm not going to worry about the Stinger right now, because we're not playing with it. We are going to modify this guy a little bit. We're taking off that machine gun. I'm not a huge machine gun fan. I'm also very famously known for not liking machine guns very much. We're just going to up the armor a little bit. And there we go. Just up the armor, max out the armor on that left arm for those guns. Validate. Nice, easy, quick update.
Job is done, Commander.
Cicada, I'm not going to worry about right now. Valkyrie, let's look at the Valkyrie. Can we do anything with the Valkyrie, really? We could put SRMs on it, but eh. It's fine. We are going to move the ammo to the head. We'll move the ammo to the head just for security so it doesn't get blown off with the torso. Let's look at the blackjack again. I believe that the heat is favorable. So at range, we're just 2 PPCs. And up close, we're a PPC and 4 medium lasers. Just did that to check the heat. That's a good trick. You can take a weapon off to check the modified heat. Honestly, it's fine. We don't need to do anything with it. Finally, let's look at the Centurion, because that's going to be our primary lance. Our primary lance is the Centurion, the BlackTech, the Chimera, and the Valkyrie for fire support. Just because I'm not a huge Cicada fan. AC-10, LRM-10, immediately easy upgrades. Move the ammo to the legs. We don't need 4 tons of ammo, and then we just put the rest of it into armor. Up-armoring your mechs early on is very, very valuable. That has always been my mantra. Evasion is good, but evasion is only the chance to not use armor. So eventually you will be shot, and at that point you're going to really hope you have armor to cover you. And a little extra armor to work with. There we go. And just move to the legs just for slightly less chance to be damaged. And that's our lance. We're going to move this up to the top real quick. We're going to spin on the Argo to get our mechs back. Easy, easy. This is Merc news. So you do want this on because the galactic map events include things like nations invading other nations based on the storyline of BattleTech, which is very cool and a good thing to have. So we're going to definitely leave this on. You can also read these. You can pause and read this now if you'd like. Basically, you know, this is just story events happening that are canon to the BattleTech universe. We wrote all these based on canon information, so, you know, presenter Anastasius Vogt resigns from Comstar, and Theodore Kurita is the new First Lord of the Star League. Which is technically going on right now, but not too worried about it. Ooh, barracks. Let's look at our barracks. Who do we got? We got Adrenaline for that sensor lock. We got Brick for Bulwark. We got Freak Show, who's very defensive. We got Live Fire, who's easy to use. We got Panic, who's not my favorite pilot. Battle Lord, but she's got sensor lock. Sensor lock is good. This is not a very defensive mech bay. We only really have Brick and Freak Show to soak armor. Because I'm probably going to be a tank pilot, I'm going to go with Bulwark. I'm going to go with Intensify Firepower. This is for when I'm not in a mech. We'll do that. There we go. And that's us, of course. So, we've got I mean, this is a pretty decent mech bay, or barracks. We've got multiple pilots with multiple abilities. Only 2 gunnery on Freak Show here, which is the worst in our entire company. But Phantom and Shielded Stance, which are these abilities, this is Phantom and Shielded Stance, are both very defensive, and he can just cycle them on and off, which is quite nice. Adrenaline and Panic for the sensor lock is very good. We can make Live Fire into anything we want, and Break is a nice defensive pilot to work with. So, perfectly fine start. Let us do... Let's start with the defend base on Urban. So, early on, we definitely want salvage. Generally speaking, I go heavy salvage. You can go all reputation, but at this level, on a half skull, it's easy just to take the salvage. We're not going to get good salvage here, but Centurion, Blackjack, Chimera, Valkyrie. We will put... Oh, and then the tank, of course. We definitely need the tank, so I will drive the tank because I'm the only pilot who can drive the tank. We'll put Panic in the Chimera for jumping around a sensor lock. We'll put Brick in our best armored mech, the Centurion. We'll put Adrenaline in the Valkyrie, and I guess I'll put Live Fire in the Blackjack. Yeah, I guess it's gonna have to be. Freak Show is gonna sit on the sidelines. That 2 gunnery is just a little not good enough. Alright, let's go. So there you go. That is the start of our career, getting into our first mission. Looks like we're 13 minutes in. It's not too bad. So there you are. We're going to see how this first mission goes. Urban maps can be difficult. Urban is a difficult terrain type. It might not appear to be, but Urban is a tricky terrain type. I like it. It's probably my favorite in the game. But it is more difficult than most other terrains, which can pose issues. So especially early on, doing a lot of urban missions early can be tough. So we're going to see how our starting company kind of handles it. Hopefully they handle it all right, but there's no guarantee. Especially with these mechs. These mechs are largely... This is an okay start. Like, this isn't a terrible start, but it's not the best start. I was kind of hoping we would get a bushwhacker, because the Steiner start, which is what we went for, can give you a bushwhacker, and I was kind of hoping we would get a bushwhacker. Unfortunately, we did not, which is unfortunate, because I like the bushwhacker. But, you know, we got a decent spread. That PPC Blackjack is going to be good. Just stand on top of a building and shoot things with PPCs. That'll be nice. So, as a general rule, by the way, because this is our first time and I wanted to chat, we're here on the loading screen. However, in the future, I will probably try to cut these out. I'm still new-ish to video editing software, but I'll try to edit out loading screens so that we get you guys go straight from the deployment screen straight to the action screen. That'll be the future. As for video length, because we're here talking about it, I'm probably going to try for 1 to 2 missions per video. This video will probably just be this one mission, because missions are long. But I'm going to try for 1 to 2 missions a video. You know, just see how it goes, see what people think. If you've got opinions or, you know, things you'd like to see, then please let me know down in the comments. Be happy to talk with you about video design and progress and, you know, what you guys would like to see from me. So make sure you check that out and let me know what your opinions are. Happy to have them. As anyone who's interacted with me on Discord or Reddit knows, I am all too happy to discuss topics with people and hear people's opinions. Alright, begin mission. Enemy, well, okay, we're right in combat. What kind of spawn did you give us? Oh, there's our lance. Oh, this isn't terrible. Oh, we're doing a defend base, right. Alright, we have some allies. We got 4 APCs. We got some allied turrets. We got a sniper turret. We got a mortar turret. We got a laser turret. I don't see the 4th turret. You can hold left alt, by the way, to show you all this information. Let's see what we got. We got... You got 2 machine guns. You got an SRM-2. You got a machine gun array. Oh boy. Well, our APCs are going to not be super useful. They're mostly here to soak shots. Alright, AI. Right along now. So we'll get into the button next turn for turret purposes. So we have... Looks like 1 Hanseatic Lance. This is the Hanseatic League, by the way, is who we're fighting. It's a large periphery nation. I can show you on the map later. So it looks like it's all battle mech. So defend base is tricky. There will probably be another spawn over there, and usually one over here. So we don't want to get too deep into the woods. Adrenaline does have sensor lock. Well, let's see what we're fighting. So this is just for developing knowledge. So Flea 15, that's actually quite dangerous. It's got a lot of guns. Fleas are quite fragile, but they got a lot of firepower for their size. A Hornet, which I'm not scared of and came with mostly broken weapons. It's a medium laser. And then are you within range to sensor lock that guy? You sure aren't. So we're going to sensor lock the Flea. This won't be super useful, but it is good to give him a fire penalty. Sensor lock applies a small... where is it? A small difficulty penalty on attacks. Ooh, wow. He only moved a little bit. That was an interesting choice. We've still got some LRMs on the Centurion, so we can definitely LRM him a little bit. We're going to. Hornet's got jump jets, but all he's got is a medium laser, so I'm not really afraid of him. Last guy looks like he's going... He's another light mech. Not sure what he is. Alright, can you get anywhere useful, Blackjack? You sure can't. Alright, we're going to move the Blackjack this way, because next turn we're going to put him up here and prepare him for combat. Alright, Chimera. Alright, I was hoping the Chimera would be close enough to do something useful with its jump jets. Unfortunately, it is not. We're going to also move the Chimera over here. We're probably going to put the Chimera on one of these tall buildings. Probably, maybe this one. Or maybe that one. Just to get good line of sight and shoot things. Oh, you have sensor lock? I forgot. First game of the new pilot. The Centurion is going to kind of hang back. He'll just walk for better shots. He's going to kind of hang back here and defend us from whatever drops over here. There will be enemies over here eventually, probably. So we're going to just indirect fire a little bit. It looks like he's doing, yeah, 25%. That is the size delta and elevation and evasion happening. We got a little damage. Not great. We got a little damage. Early game pilots. And then we have the Rommel. So the Rommel doesn't have indirect anything. The Rommel is also going to kind of hide over here. Because it's not going to be able to hit anything with its Gauss rifle anyway, because it weighs 65 tons, and these are all 20-ton light mechs. But we're going to have it hang out and hopefully hit some stuff when it spawns. I'll have it hang out in this middle area, you know, where these mechs are. I'll have it hang out over here. Get there, APC. One thing I like is I really like allied units in games like this. I really like defending my allies and trying to keep them alive. It's kind of a fun sub-game. You definitely don't have to do it, but it makes me smile to do it. Oh, what's the 4th turret? Oh, we also have a quad light turret. That's really good. That's a great laser turret. This turret combination is fine. Alright, we're definitely gonna... Actually, can I get there with a run? No. We're gonna move the Chimera forward. If you're gonna jump, you might as well jump as much as you can. heat's a little strong, so we're going to turn off that MRM until we got better shots on it. But I mean, 63% with an ER large. Yeah, that's pretty good. And went straight to the CT. Yeah, and that was good shots. Those were very good shots. The Chimera is an excellent mech, showing its worth in its very first engagement. And thanks to that 6 evasion, or 5 evasion, we only took a little bit of return fire from the machine guns. Not bad at all. And it jammed one of them. Cool. So, with the Valkyrie, we have to be aware of min-range on the LRM rack. No? If we walk, we get 40% of the mediums. If I walk over here, I can get 27% with the LRM. If I jump back this way, I can get 2 shots at 20%. Not brilliant, but it'll do. Early game pilots. Actually, you know what? Let's sensor lock the fleet, actually. We'll sensor lock the fleet for later follow-ups. For the Blackjack and the Centurion. Centurion's just going to LRM this turn, but the Blackjack might actually see things. Hornet's getting aggressive. That's fine. They shot my building. Please don't do that. I need that Valkyrie. This is the Blackjack. Can I be not on this building? No, this is the best shots. So we're going to turn off probably most of the meds to save heat. Heat bar goes up a bit. We'll turn off... We'll fire... I mean, 30% just isn't worth the heat. We'll just fire the PPCs. And there he goes. Got him. Once again, this Blackjack is going to be very good. Early game double heat sink PPCs. Very, very strong. Hornet is kind of next boy on the chopping block. Wonder what this guy is. It wasn't that fast. It's definitely a light mech. That's a... Oh, hi. You're super dangerous. Alright, well, Firestarter's the new target, if I can get shots on it. Firestarters are very good. I don't like the mech personally, but it is a good design. It is a good mech. Very strong early game. And very dangerous. 25%, slightly less. Oh, hit the Firestarter. The Centurion is probably mostly going to be used for taking damage early game. It's simply not very accurate. We're going to put the Rommel in this pocket here. We'll swing him back out to hit enemies later. Here are our allied turrets. They're helping out. Alright, round 3. This is the last turn before reinforcements. Not from us, of course, but from the enemies. The enemies will drop more enemies at the end of this turn. So we're going to have to see what that entails. Hopefully it's not too bad. I hope it's only 1 lance instead of 2. We're not really set up to deal with 2 full lances of light mechs right now. Alright, APCs, you're doing great work. You actually destroyed a flamer. That's actually super good. Get in there, machine guns. Ooh, that's a place where the Valkyrie wants to be. Look at that. That is the power of the height advantage being the same, almost the same tonnage, and them having no evasion. 83% is very, very good. I mean, I know it's only with a medium laser and LRM-10, but you know what? I'll take my damage. Firestarter is now unsteady, which is also super good. And the mortar turret. Thank you, mortar turret. I mean, mortar turrets are incredibly dangerous, but I'm glad it's on our side this time. Unfortunately, we have to wait for the AI to go here. They both go on 8, and I'm out of things to go on this initiative order, so we're going to have to sit here for a minute. Luckily, the fire starter is unsteady, so there's only so far it can move. Yeah, that was totally fine. I don't think the... Nah, you can't. Unfortunately, he's in kind of a difficult spot, where it's hard for me to see him. I guess if it swung the Centurion up this road, but... yeah, maybe I should have done that. I mean, maybe that was a mistake. Ooh. Thank you, turrets. Just walk for a small modifier. This is where we want to gain some heat. Can I fire everything without getting too bad? How bad's the heat penalty? Attack penalty +1, movement penalty minus 30 meters. That's about a hex. Alright, if I drop 1 medium, we don't gain too much heat. Let him up. Well, I hit with some of it. I hit with a PPC and a medium, which is not great, but you know what? Early game, shooting something half your size, you know, I'll be fine with it. And then, this is where the power of the Chimera comes in. We can just hop behind him and give him the what for. This is very possible to kill. And there it is. Sorry, Hornet. I actually kind of like you as a mech, but Chimera's better. Alright, now Centurion. So, one thing with your movement here... Actually, I should be moving down this way. One thing to watch with your movement is that you're not... Nope, that's not where I want you to go. Is that you're not giving your back over there, because they're going to outmove the Centurion. If guys do spawn over there, they're going to outmove the Centurion. And that is not a good time. Because they'll be low, they'll be higher initiative because they weigh less. And if his back is facing them, they'll just get free back shots. Which is not where I want to be with the Centurion, so... Gotta be careful with that. The Rommel is going to continue to just hang out and wait.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contact.
And there isn't bonus lance. It looks like there's 2. Alright, there is in fact 2 bonus lances. That's unfortunate. This one over here looks like tanks. Yeah, this is all light tanks and a Locust. When it's my turn, I'll go through and see what we got. And there's 2 mechs over there, which is why we moved the Centurion the way we did. Double J Edgars and a Locust 1E. That's probably the best Locust. That's the best Intro-Tech Locust. Double med, double small. It's actually pretty good. Worried about these mechs. Waiting on our AI ally to figure it out. These APCs are going to be able to soak fire for a little while, but they're not going to be able to soak fire forever. Which, it's nice they can absorb a little attention from the AI, but it's not going to last forever. These are what I'm really worried about. Those could be a lot of things. The Hanseatic League doesn't have the best technology, so this isn't a super risk, but if those are any kind of decent light mechs, we could be in trouble. I mean, that's like double Panther or something, we could have some issues. We'll need to rotate the mediums. We'll have to rotate the blackjack over here to help, depending on what these are. We'll let the Valkyrie and the Chimera kind of start handling this lance over here. You know, as best they can. The double spawn was not what I was hoping for. This is probably the Locust thinking about its turn. Nope, it's the Pack Rat. Which is SRM6 and Flamer? Pack Rat's not super scary. It's faster than SRM6. It's kind of a problem, but... I assume this is the J Edgars. So one helpful trick, the way I know what's moving or have a good guess at what's moving is because the faster a unit is, the longer it takes to think for the AI. So this lance is all fast hover mechs and a fast locust, which means these are all going to take longer to think, just because they've got more computation to do to decide their moves. That's why I know that what's generally moving. J. Edgar figured it out. Let me see how fast he was. These J. Edgars are going to be a problem. J. Edgars are very fast. And they're not, you know, terribly armed. That one looks like it has movement damage. That one is not a problem. Okay. So the J. Edgars are both SRM2s and a med laser. That one, though, has no movement because it's got motive crits. It's not too dangerous. This locust is pretty strong. Oh, wow, we're super lucky. That locust came with foot and hip damage, which means its actuators are destroyed. Now, destroyed leg actuators mean that if it runs, or jumps, but it can't jump, it doesn't have jump jets. If it runs, it risks falling, making a piloting check or falling. So if this guy gets too aggressive, then he will fall and damage himself, and that's good for us. This pack rat is SRM6 and Flamer, which is, you know, pretty good. And then they have 4 things left? Oh, the Locust, the Firestarter, and the 2 Unknowns. Let's see what the AI does for me. Well, the mortar turret. Well, let's try. Godspeed, mortar turret. We're gonna ignore that J. Edgar in the back because he's just not dangerous. Depending on what these guys do, we may have to spend time hitting them, but we'll see. This is what I said when I said the AI mechs, the AI tanks or allied APC tanks were gonna be meat shields. This is what I meant. Now the AI turrets are not being super useful, but you know what? They're trying. All right, it's the Locust. Probably the Locust here. Maybe one of them. I don't know what these are. These are dangerous. We've got the Rommel and the Centurion, which are both pretty good, but we'll see what those turn out to be. Wheeled APC live. Nope. There he goes. Sorry, APC. Sorry, buddy. Now we can't see any of that. Firestarter's pretty beat up, and he's only got a med and a flamer left, which is pretty weak sauce. Alright, what are you? It's a Panther. No PPC, okay. But it is a Panther. I was not hoping for a Panther. It is actually, I guessed in the blind, but it is actually double Panther. Well, alright. That's, like, the one thing I didn't want that to be. Those are about the best light mechs they could have possibly spawned. This one is not so dangerous. This one is very dangerous. That early game PPC is no joke. Yeah, I'm pulling the Blackjack back to deal with this. Gonna turn off the med lasers. I got a cooldown. We got a lot of heat going on here. Well, that's 50 versus 40, but it's more damage. We're gonna hit those with the Panthers, with the PPCs. Well, we opened that torso. Is that the ammo torso? I'm trying to remember where the ammo is on that Panther. Is it left torso? It is left torso. That's unfortunate. But, I mean, we can take that right torso off. That would be a really big deal. We're going to reserve down just like I got the rest of my boys to move. Alright, Rommel. Your shots are, wow, they're a lot better than I thought they'd be. 70% with a Gauss rifle? Yes, please. Okay. We have the streaks, though. Streak lasers fired, that's good. I was hoping that Gauss rifle would hit. Now the shot percentage is much lower because of the recoil on the gun. Alright, this is where I need to start checking percentages. So if I sprint forward, we're firing on 60s and 70s. If I walk forward, we're firing on better with slightly less evasion. I've got armor. We can trade fire with these guys for a turn. Just fire it all. Come on, baby, hit. There we go. Open up that torso ammo bin. No, we took the torso off. All right. That Panther is having a bad day. That's good. That's very good. It's only the SRM4 down, but still good. I do want them to stray a little closer to this. This one's a cooling exchanger, but these buildings, in case you don't know, on Urban they explode, and they do 300 damage. They do 30 damage to each front and back facing that is not the head. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they ignore the head, but every other location on the mech takes 30 damage, which is super good, especially against light mechs that, you know, don't have 30 armor. I mean, this only has 25 on the rear side torsos, so it goes internal and can check for crits. But wait, was that low on ammo? And he's only got 23 shots. Well, that's enough for this mission. That's 6 turns of fire. Well, okay. I'm feeling okay about where we're at right now. I'll leave the lighter elements over here to deal with these fire starters and light tanks. Alright, all that has left is a flamer. And that's not super dangerous anymore. That locust might be the scariest thing over here, actually. And then it was the Chimera's turn. This is where we need speed. 6 evasion. Let's see what the shots are. 20%. 20%. Almost 90. Okay. Well, we're gonna shoot the J. Edgar then. This is a target of opportunity. If I can take guns off the field, I'll do it, but yeah, it'll live. It's got actually good armor. It's got 500 armor. These J. Edgars are as well armored as those Panthers, which really puts in perspective the armor category. Now we just wait for the AI to figure it out. We've got 3 APCs still helping out, which is, you know, that's good. Yeah, I bet he's panicking. If we can get that fire shot to punch out, I'll absolutely be happy with that salvage. It looks like we might salvage part of a Panther, though, which is pretty nice. That Panther would be a great upgrade, probably over the Valkyrie. Alright, well, it's pretty much that lance. It's the Locust and Tank lance going on 9. And now we just sit and wait. I mean, there's nothing else for us to do. We just sit and wait. I'm gesturing at my recording software like you can see me. A habit I picked up from stream. By the way, I stream. I stream over on Twitch. Twitch.tv/BloodyDubs. So you can find me there. I stream this game. I also stream some other stuff. Occasionally I stream some RPGs. You know, some turn-based RPGs like Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, or Tyranny, or, you know, the Baldur's Gate series, and things like that. But mostly I stream BattleTech stuff. I stream this, I stream MechWarrior 5. And then you can ask me questions about, you know, various things. If you have questions. If you don't, well, cool. No worries. Unfortunately, these long think times are just the fast movers. The fast movers just take forever to think. There's kind of nothing we can do about it. This is an inherent limitation of the engine. The way they that J. Edgar has no evasion. That's very good. We might have to scoot in and try to kill that. The way Harebrained Schemes, who made this game, the way they programmed the AI for its movement decisions, it brute forces every location it can possibly move to, and tries to figure it out. Tries to figure out the best location based on a lot of factors. Now, that's not necessarily a bad way to do it. I'm not an AI expert, so I'm not going to pretend I have a better method. However, what it means is that the faster a unit is, the more distance it can go, so it's brute forcing more options, which is why fast movers like the J. Edgar and the Locust sometimes take forever, because they're brute forcing more and more locations. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it does mean that they do take a while. I do do want to punish that J. Edgar if I can. Can I punish that J. Edgar and still get... Oh, hey, I can sprint there for a 3 mod. And still hit that J. Edgar with 60%. We're going to do that. Valkyrie, I'm remembering how much I like you. You were such a good little light mech. Wish we had a Whitworth. I would have loved to have a Whitworth. Eh, 80 damage. Not terrible. That is a great mortar. This is great for mortars because there's so many packed up units. Mortars are so good for that. It is hitting its own, our own tanks, but you know what? I'll just live with it. Oh boy. He stood in the wrong spot. Oh please, SRM Panther, please stand there too. Please, SRM Panther, please stand there too. Ooh, hey! Our LBX turret was useful. That Panther now has no weapons. So we can pretty much ignore this guy. Please, Panther, stand over here with your buddy. I would love to blow this up and just basically, like, blow you into pieces. That'd be so good. No, not our AP. Well, our APCs are putting up a good fight. Which APC? We have the SRM-2 APC left. That's pretty good. And then, can the quad light turret see him from here? No. But he can see the Panthers, I think. I don't know if that might be out of range for the quad light. I mean, if this Panther like comes forward a little bit, that might be really good for our turret. It's probably thinking about him or the Locust. I like them to move. That's the Locust. Alright. I'm not surprised. That Locust is unironically like the most dangerous thing on this side of the field. The J. Edgars are dangerous, but they're not too bad. Ooh, he went for the fire starter. That fire starter is just been so destroyed. And he punched out. 2 salvage. Alright, you know that I'll take it. That's pretty good. He did come forward. Is that within kick range, you think? We're going to reserve now that it's just me. Alright, is that guy within kick range? Oh, he is. Alright, so this is the melee system. The melee system in BTA is much more complicated than vanilla. There are different types of melee attacks. There's kick, charge, physical weapon, which you need a mech with a physical weapon to use, and a charge. There's also death from above, DFA, but you need jump deaths for that. And I don't have them on this mech. Kick and punch can only be done at a walk. Charge can be done at a sprint. So to demonstrate... Oh, I can't get past him. Well, I can't quite demonstrate that. So what we're going to do... Kick is very important. Because kick allows you to do this. If you walk up, kicks automatically do damage to the leg, equal to your tonnage. So I'm 50 tons, so I'm doing 50 damage straight to the leg. If it hits the left leg, that would be great. And it also allows you to fire all your torso-mounted guns that don't have min-range. So the LRM won't fire because it's min-range, the others will. But most importantly, a kick makes the target unsteady, which strips their evasion automatically. So this is going to be pretty good. I just need to hit with the guns. I hit the right leg. Bummer. There we go. That was a good shot. Now he's unsteady and he has no evasion. Which means what I can do is I can just back up slightly with the Rommel. Turn on all the machine guns. And now I've got decent shots against him with the Rommel. Blew his leg off. The Rommel and Centurion have got this covered. I'm going to move the Blackjack away. Now he's legged, and that kick helped with the legging. The Gauss would not have done it on its own because I don't have 100 health. Hey, he's still combat functional. He's still got the SRM. I'm going to move the Blackjack away, though. The Blackjack needs to be helping with other things. Okay, that's the Locust on 20%. That's a guy on less than that. Well, camera, stop, please. Well, and what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the medium blazes. The shots are worse, but there's more of them. And this will also dump more heat. You know, I hit with one of them. I'll take it. It went CT too. I'll take it. Can't complain. Now... oh, that's a risky move. Let's try it. Nothing ventured, nothing earned. See if we can put some damage into this J. Edgar. Because it does have actual firepower. This is the mobile J. Edgar. The other one can kind of only scooch around. Maybe we can get lucky and kill this guy next turn. $27.16, it's not bad. APC, help? Oh, that's the jammed APC. He needs to unjam that machine gun array. Alright, APC, hit the J. Edgar, please. Hit the J. Edgar, please. Yes! Didn't break armor, but came close. I was hoping. If the J. Edgar does something silly and we can maybe get it with the Valkyrie, I can hop up onto this building again and put some shots onto it. This mission's running a little long, but we did also, you know, spend 20 minutes at the start of the video going over our new career, so that's not too bad. That if they want to kill that APC, that's fine. So we are running out of APCs. Our allies are basically out of APCs now. It is gonna start becoming an issue. That pack rat is not well armored and is a great place to shoot. It's got no evasion. I'm glad that pack rat did that. Maybe we can try to finish that off. I'm gonna have the Centurion probably kill these guys. The Rommel's probably gonna start moving over this way to start putting fire down this corridor. Now just waiting on the Locust and the J. Edgars. That's more movement than I wanted you to do. But that's actually, I mean, that's still front arc. I can get onto your left side with the Chimera. Alright, that's not bad. We can do something about that. Now the Locust, the one I'm actually worried about. We've got another 5 turns. We'll definitely kill everything. Once these tanks start falling down, then all that's really left is the Locust, which might take a few turns, but that's kind of something I was afraid of. Ooh, we didn't shoot. Whoa, that's really generous of you, Locust. You could have made that much worse for me. That's the wrong side. Maybe we can try to bring down the pack rat? Can I get slightly better shots? I can. Valkyrie doesn't look like he's doing much, but he's a real trooper. Adrenaline, you're doing okay, buddy. Valkyrie's doing alright. Ooh, that was also very nice. Thank you, turrets. This melee was fairly reasonable. Going for the kick. Unfortunately, that does work against us too. And then he walked up, he kicked me, and then he punched out. Alright, you know what? Can't even be mad. That's several salvage on that Panther. That's probably, well, it was basically a stick. That might only be one part. Man, I hope that's 2 parts, because if I can get 2 parts out of one of these Panthers, that means we can get both legs destroyed. Come on, show me 2 parts. 2 salvage. Alright, so there's at least 3 salvage worth of Panther there. Now, I only have 3 picks on this mission, but that's still really good. Alright, I'm gonna have to jump. Could DFA, but DFAs are largely not very good. Alright, let's jump. Let's jump here. Gonna gain some heat here, but that's okay. Chimera is absolutely doing heavy work for us. I mean, yeah, shots are good enough. Did that really not... Oh boy. Whew. He's bleeding out, 2 actions remaining. That's pretty good, but... Bummer. I was really hoping that would kill him. Alright, well, I could spend fire on that guy, but I'm going to try to spend fire instead on the pack rat to try to kill it. We'll go with the call shot, just to get that extra to hit bonus. Because we can put out enough damage here to kill this guy, right? There we go, we got him. Alright, that's really good. All that's left is a mostly dead J. Edgar, and the Locust, and that stuck J. That J. Edgar that can just kind of barely trundle around. Alright, come on, game. There you go. Well, this could... In theory, it's coming in on the right side. If 2 missiles hit and they go to the front arc, then it could kill. The odds are unlikely, but this has the potential to kill this J. Edgar. And I think 1. Yeah, 1 went to front. Alright. I mean, can't be mad. I was firing on 50% indirect fire with another M10. I'm amazed as much of it hit as it did. Oh. Hey. We're almost fast enough to actually get a shot here. Would a Gauss Rifle do anything useful? A Gauss Rifle to the sides would kill.
Roger.
Gauss Rifle exactly hit the rear armor. And it was obstructed, so it didn't kill. Well, okay. Rommel's doing good work, though. I have to say, I'm pretty pleased with that Rommel. So far, the Lance is performing smoothly. The Valkyrie and the Centurion are about the least effective things here, but honestly, it's all performing pretty effectively, and I can't say I'm complaining. I'm not complaining about any of it. The Chimera is great, the BattleTech's great, the Valkyrie's being useful, the Rommel's being good, the Centurion's, you know, doing fine. That'll really improve when you get a better ballistic. I would love to have like a light autocannon 5, or maybe even 2 instead of that AC-10. But, you know, perfectly fine. You know, Centurion's doing well. All that's left is the 2 J. Edgars and that Locust. That Locust is going to be an issue. Basically, I'm going to need 1 good turn where I can walk up, kick it, and then lay into it with everything I got. This J. Edgar doesn't matter, and this one's about to die. Really, the Locust is the next big thing. I would like to kill this J. Edgar with my next action. And so I can focus all my fire on that Locust. That Locust is very much a dangerous design. And I am not looking forward to having to kill it. Also, do we have any APCs left? We do! Hero APC. I wish I could have saved your buddies, but you guys performed a valuable delaying measure. Please live. Ooh, he did. Just barely. I'm good with it. That's coming in on the front. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and precise strike that guy. Just for the hit chance. I need 1 missile from the Cellular 10 to hit the front. That's all I need. There we go, we got him. Good. Alright, Jagger down. Now I can walk the Chimera up and kick this Locust. I mean, the AI really behaved for me here. If that Locust had just skirmished around, he could make it a lot more annoying. Turrets are helping. Turrets are helping. Now, I mean, now we just walk up and kick him. Walk up, kick. I'm going to turn off the MRM here. The percentage just isn't good enough. We'll walk up. We'll give him a kick from the side just for better shots for the ER large. But really, this is just about removing that evasion. Open up his leg. taking off the arm. More importantly, what it does is it opens him up for attacks from the heavy elements. Alright, I gotta turn some stuff off. We got heat issues. Oh boy, we got heat issues. How bad is it? Does it force a shutdown? It forces a shutdown check. I'm not doing that. We could fail. This should be pretty much heat neutral. Yeah. And he's down without a leg. Centurion can, or Rommel should be able to finish him off. He's got 22 CT health left. Where'd that 20 damage go? He's got 12 CT health left. That 10 damage went to the head, and he punched out. Alright. I don't really want a Locust, because I've got a Stinger I'm already not using, but... Then we just run these guys forward and kill that last J. Edgar, and we are out of here. I've already shot it a little bit, because the Chimera came up and gave him a little bit of a drumming. He's out of ammo, too. Wow. All he's got left is the meds. The med. Sorry, not even meds. Just one. Poor J. Edgar. Can't even get one evasion. Hop up here. And just LRM. There we go. Really, the Chimera is probably going to be the one to finish him off. Because the Chimeras actually can get up. The Chimera can actually get up there and kill him. Hey, mortar turret. Alright, we got mortar fire support. Can the LBX turret? Because we have an LB2 turret. I wonder if it can hit him from here. I think it's that one. I wonder if it can see him. Where's his weakened side? They're all pretty weak. Go in for a little cover. And put some fire into him. I finish him off. Still got 18 health. Alright. Can you, You can technically see him from here with the peeps. Alright. Okay. I mean, I'll take the YOLO shot. Unfortunately, that happened. And I shot my own building. Sorry, Valkyrie. But it was just armor damage. You're okay. That was unfortunately a risk. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen, but it did. But it's okay. It's alright. The Valkyrie has armor. Didn't fall. Everything's fine. Alright, I mean, J. Edgar's done next turn. I mean, he actually might be done right here. Fortunately, the Rommel can't quite see him because tanks are short. APC? APC gonna be the hero we need? It's got a nice round 2. I don't think it could actually kill him. Nope. He survived on 1 HP. But now, there's nowhere he can go. So now I just have to decide who gets the kill. I'm gonna try giving it to the Valkyrie. Valkyrie does go first. Alright, just stand still to dump that stab damage. And then you need 1 missile into the right side. Out of 10. And there you go. And that's the mission. Nice, decent mission. A little long, but defend bases are always a little long. We'll try for maybe something a little shorter next time. Let's see what salvage we get. Let's see how much of that Panther that was. If there are 4 parts of that Panther, we could just roll a Panther right here. Which would be huge. I would be very much a fan of that. If we can just roll a Panther, just... Because I only have 3 salvage, and I need 4 parts to assemble. But if we just get lucky and we roll that 4th Panther part, that would be very exciting. Alright, well we got 26 grand. How much we spent on ammo? Not that much. Live Fire got 3 kills. Look at that XP. How many parts are there? There are 4 Panther parts. I'm gonna try it. See if we get lucky. Ah, we got every other mech part. But we didn't get the 4th Panther. We got some flamers, some SRMs. I like that SRM 4. We got an engine core, and that's very valuable. We almost got a Panther. Well, we're close to a Panther, then. Maybe next time we'll run into another Panther. That'd be pretty nice. Well, not a bad start for this career. I like our force. The Rommel overperformed. The Valkyrie overperformed. The Centurion was fine. The Blackjack was pretty okay. So force played well. I like this. I like this lance. This is a good lance. Still would have preferred that Bushwhacker, but I'll take what we got. I'm happy with what we got. So that's what we got on here, and that's gonna do it, I think. So I gotta rename us. I haven't renamed the career yet. So anyway, that's gonna be it for this first video about BattleTech Advanced 362. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll be happy to get to you. And this is where I gotta tell you to do all the YouTube things. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm still a new channel, and if you like the content and you want to see more of it, please do consider subscribing to the channel, just so it helps my metrics and I can make more content for you. I appreciate that very much. Just give it a consider. Anyway, guys, I'll be back next time with another round of BTA. We're gonna do another mission next time, and I will see you then for it. Bye-bye, folks.